feel the same way. I ain't got the bad shit.
Keep that shit coming.
It's too easy now. Everybody know I'm a Cowboy fan. It's easy to give me a gift. I'm like, you think a little bit.
Cowboy shit, though.
And it is.
I was just about to say, man.
It's supposed to be easy.
It's easy, man.
It ain't supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be easy, man.
Yeah, keep it coming.
Bro,
Christmas right there. You want to turn around and give me something else for Valentine's Day? I'm with all that, man. I'm accepting all that.
Lay low mage on the beat.
Cowboys drawing a cut. 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 Cowboys drawing a cut.
Yeah, welcome to Cowboys Drawing Uncut, man. We back, man. The crew's back in the building, in the studio building, and damn, shit, man. We in here depressed, man. We in here depressed. 49ers bang bang won the game. Then got us 30-24. You know, again, Dallas picked us up at the end and dropped us on our head again. So, hey, I'm gonna turn it over to the fellas, man. What's going through your heads right now?
Man, I ain't really depressed over this one. That one didn't really hurt like it should, man. We're not a really, plain and simple, we're not a good team right now. We're just not a good team. That's it.
So, are you not depressed about not being a good team? Because that's what I'm depressed about. Cause now we know officially, really, the season's over.
I think it's more depression that we've been that same team.
Talking to a Philly fan, he said, man, before the season started, you told me y'all wasn't going to be good. He was like, how did you know? I told him we had too many subtractions with not enough additions. Mm-hmm. I said, and the main subtraction that we needed to do, we didn't. We still got the same coach.
True.
And he said, he's like, I feel what you're saying. So I still been optimistic that we was gonna be better, but we're just not a good team. It is what it is. Will we get better? We're gonna have to make some changes. We gotta make some changes.
So you think when we add players to the defense, will it change?
No. The players that's in-house to the defense, my answer is no, because when players was in the defense before, it was the same.
But we were still achieving 12-5. This is different.
We were still getting thumped at home by
and that's what
that big numbers when we was running.
I think as fans, we got that messed up. Somebody sold that 12-5 to us because we was losing in the first round. So to me, that shit was all a facade, man. You are who you are in the playoffs, man. That's just what it is. Like, you work hard to get there, but we got a thing called pressure, and it gets to us because we're not prepared, and that comes from leadership. So, shit, we got like the least players. We got all these players out, and shit, it's gonna be worse now. Shit, we ain't got none of the guys in there, but salute to them for fighting for a little bit.
I mean, them backup players on the road play hard.
Yeah.
I don't want to say at home because the last home game with Detroit, everybody laid an egg. But the little replacement players on the road, man, they play hard, man. They play hard. It's what you call it? What's the number? 365?
376.
376.
Dak and CD.
Yeah.
They're too busy worrying about money, man. Every time we get to money talking all season, man, we always come out flat. It was too much money. It was hundreds of millions on the table, man, and everybody was just worried about that. They wasn't tripping. Like, Jerry was taking his time with it. They was waiting on it. You know what I'm saying? CD was gone.
Dak couldn't wait to tear that damn house down and shit.
He was trying to plan this little engagement and the baby
and knocking that house down and shit.
Yeah, he was talking about knocking the house down. So, there's a lot of, bougie shit going on, man. With the Diddy, man. They always call us a little pretty boys, and we cutting up with it. All this dust what he got, man, with nothing to show for it, man.
Right.
Then we back to the old Romo speeches. It's gonna get better.
Yeah. I told you it was 1 and 1A. I told you, man, 1 and 1A.
I think what it is at this point, though, I think this is for Jerry. Yes, winning the Super Bowl is important, but something tells me this is what he's built. You know what I mean? This is the pinnacle of all these years of bad signings, of bad decisions in free agency, of bad decisions on not pulling the trigger or pulling the trigger on making moves. Where the Cowboys are right now being talked about as far as publicity, Jerry believes in all publicity is good publicity.
Correct.
So with us losing,
It is in
the
business.
same.
It is,
yes, in
correct.
business. So when you look at us losing, it's really you're still talking about us. You know what I mean? The money is still coming in at this point. We're still on headlines no matter what because we can find a way to lose in style. So to make the games interesting, to make them worth watching, and people are going to continue watching week by week. Away teams, fans are going to come to watch their team drub ours. You know, it's a beautiful train wreck right now, and the money's still coming in for Jerry. So all in all, no matter what we do with defense, no matter what we do with offense, we're still going to end up in the same spot as long as Jerry's running.
But
We have to come to the realization is that nothing that we're going to do is going to change this team. Nothing, because Jerry is still running it. As long as he's running it, this is what it is. So we've been an almost team or one mistake away, or, you know, if we would have did this in the playoffs, we would have made it to the NFC Championship game, or, you know, we've been doing this for 20 years. You know, we went through two quarterbacks who did this to us now. You know, multi-year quarterbacks who did this to us. So this is exactly this is what we've built. So as a Cowboy fan, we just have to understand we have to change our mindsets of what happens before the season of filling Super Bowl. Like, it's always been NFC Championship or bust. We need to change that. We have to, because if not, we're going to continue beating our asses. We kicking our own asses right now.
It changed a long time ago for me. Can't say NFC or bust because that's 30 straight bust years.
Yeah, it is. But that's been our.
We expect to win. We want to win. We are the most passionate fans out there.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's been our measuring bar. Our measuring bar has been
over the last 3 or 4 or 4 or 5 years, I would say that has been it. But we can't say the whole 30 was NFC.
No, not the whole 30, obviously. But we had about 3 years with Romo, where you could have seen us winning at least going to the NFC Championship.
Right.
We should have. And we've had about 3 years with Dak, 3 to 4 years with Dak, where we should at least make it there.
True.
So if that's 8 out of the last 20, that's still a chance to where those teams were supposed to win more than – it was a disappointment in losing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So our expectation as Cowboy fans is because of the greatness that we are, because of what we've seen in the 90s, and it was a long time ago, but because of our expectation, we would say NFC Championship or bust. I mean, that's what we want to see. Anything else is a disappointment. You know what I mean? That's just because of who we are. It's been that way. It's just because of who we are, but we have to change that because Jerry's going to keep shitting on us. Like, it just is what it is. In the end of the day, Jerry waited too long to sign Dak. Jerry waited too long to sign CD.
So what is the change you talking about?
It has to be a GM. It has to be a GM. It's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen. That's what I'm saying. We have to understand that this team is going to be what we are. Like, the expectation has to change at this point. It should just be playoffs. Win a game in the playoffs. That should be it. Win one game in the playoffs, no matter where it's at. Make it and win a game. That should be our expectation as Cowboy fans. And this year, I just say, like, this year, I'm already in tank mode. I'm cool. These next 5 games is going to do the same thing that we've been doing here, though. The way that we playing, we might as well go ahead and say, at this point, we could possibly be 3-9 after these next 5 games. Because nothing that we've shown gives us any hope that we can beat Washington right now. Gives us any hope that we can beat
Philly.
Atlanta right now, Philly. You know, the Giants is the only – everybody else is 5-2 going down that line. We're playing
Houston.
5 teams. Huh?
Houston too.
Houston, yeah. All these teams are winning teams, and we can't beat. The only winning team we beat is Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah. So
We can compete with anybody.
But it's just all on how we gonna wake up
We
and
can't compete with Detroit.
we can. Yeah.
Nah, we can't. Not no more. We ain't at that level to compete with them like we did last year.
But as Jerry, man,
Yeah.
you gotta kind of
We don't have
pick
that
and
home.
choose what you want to do. If you want a yes man coach, if you don't want a coach to really, have much say so, have his hands in much of anything, then at least go out and get the players, talent wise, that would kind of entail, well, you don't need a whole lot of coaching for these players because they're good vets and they're talented. Now, if you're not going to go get a coach, then put talent and let the talent win the games. But
Nah, I can't.
but that's
Talent.
but
You
that-
need a
that's-
coach even with talent.
But my point is, talent wins games. Coaches win, playoffs, preparing you for next game, preparation. But talent
should build
talent
coaches.
wins games. Period.
You still need coach.
You have
need
to.
coaching on talent because there can be some teams that are not as talented as a talented team and can get beat with good coaching.
That's very true.
It's happened to us.
That's very true. But I'm gonna tell you, generally, if you got the most talent on one team, you're gonna pretty much win a lot of games. You may not win the games that matter because in playoffs and when you have next game, first game, tournament type preparation, that's when coaching really comes into play. But talent is gonna take over most of the time.
Well, we did that the last three years. 12,
paper, we've been-
12
we've been
wins.
Yeah,
but
With
we
talent.
But we didn't
Easily.
have that coach.
Easily.
We didn't have that coach.
Exactly.
to
That's
take-
my point. But you talking about at least get the talent. We've
No,
been
I said
having
you
talent.
have. I said you have to do one or the other because he's not going to
Well,
get.
we've had talent to get win us 12 games
That's
these last
pretty
3
much-
years.
That's pretty much what it's going to have to be if you think he's going to go and get anybody that's going to have a mind for their own. Period.
Correct.
So that's what I'm
agree
saying.
with you.
Period. So we need to go get talent because he's not going to go get a coach that he can't control.
What type of talent you want?
I want the top free agents. If you can afford them, go after them.
Yeah.
We still talking
Especially
that.
when you're looking. Well,
we
I'm saying
still
especially
talking
when
that.
you're.
We know that's not gonna
We
happen.
know it.
But
It's
that,
not gonna
that,
happen.
that's,
shit,
We
that-
know
that-
that's
that-
not
the
gonna
GM.
happen.
But that's what.
That's more plausible than getting the new GM.
That's my whole. That's the
DNA
point.
used to doing
That's
that,
the
you
point
know
I'm
what I'm
making. That's the point I'm making. The best hope is to bring in the talent because he's not going to get another GM and he's not going to get a coach that's going to have any other thing but yes, sir. What do you want me to do?
Why you think it's like that though? Why you think a coach? I mean, I know he gets some like here lately. He's been getting some like comes from our
Man,
tree,
he's an
to
old.
his shit.
He's an old granddaddy.
and he's gonna find somebody desperate.
Great
He's
granddad.
an old great granddaddy.
Somebody that's
Great
ready to
granddaddies were just different, man.
Like he's gonna run out. Like who you gonna have to go get somebody who you gotta respect. Who's gonna want some type of head coaching control because they don't have to deal with your shit.
Not when you get that money, like everybody was talking about. When that money's still flowing, like Rick and Terry was talking about. When that money's still flowing, you really don't care.
So are you talking this season
No, I'm
or
saying
next
that
season?
This being.
I'm just talking in general. I'm just saying we've missed a lot of opportunities to grab. Maybe I don't know if it was anybody in particular, but we've had a problem stopping the run for a couple of years. We've never addressed inside
Should
defenders.
have grabbed Bruce or
things of that
I mean,
nature.
your boy from Seahawks.
With who?
I'll be
Mozzie?
serving, boy.
I mean,
I'm
I mean,
talking-
hindsight,
I'm
yeah.
I'm just talking over the
no,
last-
a few players. We had Quentin Bohannon. We had Mozzie Smith. We were trying to address stopping the run. It just didn't pan out. Now, in
What?
hindsight, you could say, man, we ain't been, but that's what they were trying to do. Take care of that in the draft, and that's what we've been
well,
doing.
in the last 3-4 years,
He was going third or fourth.
in the last 3 years or so, 4 years, it seems the better interior player we got from the free agency with Hankers.
Right.
I mean, but we stopped making. That's my whole point. We got somebody at that point who seemed to be the best person we've had there in the last 3-4 years, but we've not addressed that free agency anymore since then, and we let him go. So I don't
because we thought Mozzie was gonna take a step.
Why? When you brought him in and made him lose 100 pounds? When you went from a defensive lineman to a linebacker?
Hindsight is 2020.
I mean, but you brought him in and he
Not
lost.
in hindsight. How many people thought Mozzie was gonna be tough this year coming in? I didn't.
I didn't.
I'm just saying. After watching last year,
I mean, but
Even
even
it takes 2-3 years for a D tackle when we to be what they supposed to be.
well, when we brought him in, we made him lose all kind of weight.
Yeah,
So was we really bringing him in to be a
crazy.
Okay, but we got a new D coordinator and put weight back on him, so that's what put a little bit more expectation on him. Or
No,
he had that shoulder surgery. He was out.
Mozzie?
Yeah, he was out for a minute.
But I get what you're saying. But
2 shoulders, a cleanup, a surgery and a cleanup. Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. But why bring him in and make him
then
lose
rush him
weight
back.
anyway if you brought him in to be that? Why you make him lose weight in the first?
I mean,
Because,
that was Dan
we
Quinn's
changed-
system.
Right, but we changed.
the far
Yeah,
off and pass rush.
But that's my point. If we wasn't stopping the run in, why bring a guy in to stop the run and make him lose weight? We hadn't been stopping it.
Right.
That makes no
I don't
sense.
understand. I don't
That's all I'm
understand
saying.
We all in agreement on that. But you got him doing that, and you don't get depth. He's trying to gain weight, and he's coming off a surgery. You think he's gonna start and be good? I mean, I don't get it, man. He ain't really do nothing all camp. He came in late. I mean, I don't know how much expectations you can have for that, man. I mean, it's not gonna be right. You got to go get some guys. But Jerry like to play that game. You see, Jerry got his money willing and dealing in the oil companies and to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? That's what he do. Like, he came in the NFL willing and dealing. I'm going to go get the best guys. I'm going to be the man in this, and I'm going to do it. He came straight out the gate. He went and got a young, hungry-ass coach, like he was a young, hungry-ass owner, and let him run the show, and he went and got all the guys he needed. Made trades, did it all, made it happen, man, and that built the dynasty in the 90s. But he got that money early, so now he's all about getting that money. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to grow from that, and he's just building on that and riding that legacy.
All this falls back to the GM.
Yeah.
Like everything, and that's what I say. No matter who we get back,
It's not
like
getting GM,
everything. No, like I'm just saying, that's what
It's
it
not
is.
gonna be a GM.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not
Like,
wrong.
that's what, I'm not
It's
saying.
not
I'm just saying that's what we have. So this is what we have. We've been asking these questions for a long time. It all falls back to Jerry. So Cowboy Nation, please. I say
And
this and say
Steven,
it
don't
again.
leave out
Steven too.
Steven.
The Joneses.
Do not forget about him.
The Joneses. So it all comes back to the Joneses. So let's just say Cowboy Nation to understand. We ain't gonna be shit as long as Jerry there. And it just kind of is what it is, dog.
That's
Like,
how I feel. He run what Jerry say he
because
gonna
look, okay, so it made me think. So
He
you know,
wasn't cheap at
they
first.
say our defense quit on Dan Quinn or Dan Quinn quit on our defense last year. When you watch him in
Probably knew he wasn't gonna be the head coach.
that, and also we've had this culture conversation an awful lot. So when he leaves and gets under a different type of management, now our ownership, should I say, and when you look at that team, how they're playing in Washington, you know what I mean? They're finding ways to win games. Yeah, the rookie quarterback is a big part of that.
huge
But
part.
Phenom, yeah. But when you just look at good things are happening, you know what I mean, to them, and Dan Quinn is still succeeding. You get what I'm saying? And we thought that he gave up on us. What if he gave up because he knew I got to get the hell out of here?
He's succeeding because he took half the
I
team.
got to get out of
with
here.
him.
I mean,
He
yeah,
took
but that offense.
He took the hungry
didn't
ballers with him.
Yeah, he took. But those were the same guys that was with us last year. Did they quit on us too? You know what I mean? What if, we've been having these conversations again about this culture and about the environment there. They followed him to Washington. To follow somebody to Washington, you either know, for one, he's a good leader, and two, he's going to lead you to a good position. When you're in Dallas, and the defense played well last year. You know, up into the back end, up into the back end.
Defense
that
played the same. We just got turnovers.
I think a lot.
It's the same defense, same.
Well, then we didn't play the
softness.
same.
We
didn't play the same. Then.
We just getting turnovers.
Those turnovers were game changers.
And you have
so we're not playing the same.
But you have to
You don't have
realize
playing. Get your players back.
you have to realize
have
too,
playing.
Terry, that the defenders he took weren't starters. So they're looking at the fact that they're going to get their opportunity to shine over there. Why wouldn't I go?
And most of them were his guys from Atlanta. And maybe
Fowler, Armstrong.
Okay, so do they have that?
Armstrong, who was a draft pick, probably of his.
Do they have that big of talent difference in front of them here in Dallas? Did they? Did they have that big a talent difference in front of them in Dallas? Because we just got Mike on the line and the linebackers, we didn't have one. So we just had Mike and D. Law.
Yeah, you
I
got
know.
that.
So we take edges.
Vanderish.
We take edge rushers.
But we had Sam Williams too, who they was coming
Yeah, we did
behind.
have Sam
So,
Williams.
you
Yeah,
know,
they did have Sam
that-
Williams. But to see him go there and this team succeeding, like I said, the rookie quarterback is huge, big part of it. But he's he's leading the team, and to see him leading the team and us falling because we don't have leadership, that falls back again on Cowboy Nation.
But that comes across the board, Terry, because I see Terry McLaurin, who's had maybe 6 different coordinators or something of that nature. I'm sorry if I don't know the exact, but somewhere around there. And he's a professional. You don't see him complaining. You don't see him clocking out about targets. You don't see him hooping and hollering. He just, I'm just saying, he goes on about his business,
They
man.
had previous owners that had way more
Over
bigger
1,000
news.
yards with all those bum quarterbacks he had before him. He's a professional, man. He just goes about his business different. And I think when you have cats on your team that do that, other people fall in line.
Well, we are the problem, man. We're our own worst enemy right now. Again, that's what us. Me personally, I'm just looking forward to the season. I need this. I'm at the point right now where I just want it to go bad. Something got to change. Like I want it to be worse. Like I want it to be as worse as it could possibly get at this time.
You're gonna celebrate. You're gonna celebrate
the firing of McCarthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Celebrate the firing of McCarthy.
anytime we win, you're gonna celebrate that as. You're gonna look at that as a loss.
Why do you want to be? Why do you want to be 7-9?
Right.
Why do you want to be 7-9? How's
That's
that
what
gonna
I'm
help you in the
saying.
draft pick?
That's what I'm saying.
Like at this point, we know where. Like you got to look at this
So
team.
now
You don't have to pack
losses-
it in. You could be competitively bad. You could be competitively bad because
Losses become wins.
at this point,
You got a quarterback.
at this point,
Which in our
You
way.
got a quarterback who you just paid. Why are you tanking?
I don't
man,
want
for
tank,
what?
dog.
because that quarterback we made a bad decision. We overpaid
You
him.
just paid him, so we're not
That's
going
just
back. We're not
that's
gonna
just
do it
loser
again.
mentality. That's just
It's not a loser mentality,
cheering
bro.
to lose.
It's
and
not
lost.
cheering to lose.
I don't
want,
care if we end up 7-9. If we
I
go
don't
down
want to be
fighting,
middle.
I don't care.
I don't want a
I
15. I don't want a
We ain't
15,
even
bro.
drafted a
just
quarterback
don't want-
in the first round.
Yeah,
since
I ain't
Make it
losing.
sense.
I'm not saying we can draft a quarterback. I'm not saying we can draft a quarterback, but a top 5 pick. Even if you're trading it, you can trade that top 5 pick.
You can't be content with losing.
I'm not content with losing. I just understand that my team really ain't great right now.
We're
Our
not,
quarterback
but-
is really not
but at the
playing
same
great.
time,
Our
we gotta
quarterback's
fight.
not playing.
Man,
You can fight. You
Fight.
can fight.
If we
You're right.
lose in the fight, we lost. We ain't a good team, but we fought. Keep
What
fighting.
lesson is Jerry learning by that?
I don't care about Jerry's lessons, man.
Yeah, I
You,
don't.
what lesson you think you're great teacher? 80-year-old man, billionaire. You're not great teaching him nothing. The
Exactly,
money
that's
is
what I'm
flowing
saying.
in, brother.
It
Money's
was-
not gonna stop. You're not getting a GM, bro. You just said it 3
Jerry.
times. You're not getting a
man.
GM,
Terry,
bro. It's
but
not gonna happen.
we just talked about
needs
that.
to be
Terry,
embarrassed, bro.
Terry, we just
Bro,
talked
he's
about
feeling
that
heat.
though.
He's feeling heat. He's
is.
embarrassed. That's what I'm saying.
But
Embarrass his
Terry,
ass. Bro, this will be the worst.
just talked
This will be
What
the
about
worst
bags
season.
over the head? Like
He
you-
don't like this, bro. He don't like this, dog. Regardless, okay, so he likes the publicity, but he doesn't like the fact that people asking him or checking him for his
Correct.
publicity.
Correct.
So the more he gets checked, the more he's going to be forced
What
to
do you
do
think?
something. He's
Fire
gonna
the
be-
coach is what he's gonna do.
He's gonna fire the coach. but
He's
it
not
might-
gonna fire
it's gonna have to-
himself.
It's gonna have to be something. I'm not saying that, but it can like get balls rolling in the case of snowballing something, I don't know.
To what, bro?
Hey man, you know what?
You just
Hey,
said that nothing's gonna change.
You know what,
because Jerry's
Terry?
here.
You know what,
Ain't nothing
Terry?
gonna
If we
change
start
nothing.
dropping,
Okay, so even
you
if
can
we
make
got
it-
the top 5 pick,
but if
Look,
we
Jerry's
start,
still here.
He's still gonna be
but
there.
if we start dropping
Go ahead, ask
games,
some questions, man.
if we
Ask some
start
questions.
dropping games, what does that do about culture?
Okay, let's put it like
I
this.
mean, but if you ain't got no pride in what you do and how you doing it out there, how's that gonna bring a culture, man?
Okay, so
Man.
check. So do you think we're gonna beat Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You think we're gonna beat Washington?
No.
Yes.
You
No.
think we're gonna beat Philly?
No.
You think we're gonna beat Houston?
No.
Yeah, maybe,
so with
maybe.
that said-
They
so-
damn.
so- so-
They
so-
damn.
fight. Look,
They
look, look, look.
they
So
they
with that said, but with that said, if you've already just said that out loud, that you don't think we can beat these teams.
I just
I'm
said
not
we
saying,
would.
I'm
What
not
do you
saying,
mean?
Well, no, I heard a no. I heard some no's in there too.
I said no.
Yes, thank you, Dre. And the thing is, so when you say that, you can fight, but you've already accepted the fact that we weren't supposed to win that game.
It don't matter what we do. It's for them.
I still
them
want
to
to
fight.
fight.
It don't
though.
matter.
They
It
just got
don't matter.
240.
It don't
They
matter
just
what.
got
It don't
240.
matter what we
We
say.
already know we're not a good
Cheering and
football
fighting.
team. I still want us to fight,
Oh,
though.
they fighting.
Yeah, why? Why they listen to us? We analysts.
So
You
was they
ain't supposed
fighting
to listen to-
yesterday?
You ain't supposed to listen
So
to
you
analysts.
cool with losing the rest of the season like how we lost yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not cool with losing the rest of the season.
We look
period.
bad. We look bad, dog. Like
gotta fight.
so again.
But there
so,
was some sense of fight there.
in the
There
first
was.
half. In the
A lot
first
of
half.
fight.
until-
Okay.
until
A lot
our
of
quarterback-
fight.
Okay, but it was something
And there was
there.
some physical action for you.
Bruh, that was some physical action, but we're playing. We were
But
playing.
we're
we
a
weren't-
weak football
that-
team.
Both of us was really weak coming in because one team was injured. That wasn't there for a shot.
teams injured.
If both teams were healthy, that game, I feel that it would have looked worse. We would have got beat by more points. If both teams were fully healthy, they would have beat us by more points. Because even healthy, we're still not a good football team.
I don't know
They
if I
would've
can
did the
say
same
that.
thing.
I
I
don't
ain't
know if
saying
I
it.
can say that because how Zimmer was shooting them blitzes out there, he and stacking the box and all that. You don't know, man. With our
Man,
players
we was
versus
getting our
their
ass kicked,
players.
bruh. We was getting our ass kicked.
We was winning
Fully
at
healthy.
halftime.
Yeah.
Fully healthy. Again, we was getting our ass kicked. That was a plus for us. Us winning at halftime was cool.
The
You
third
came out
quarter
feeling
is
like you was
is
winning.
where we lost the game,
And
though.
I agree.
So
and
we
I
weren't
totally
getting our
agree.
ass kicked until the third quarter
That's
came.
not the full 40. We were playing against a shell of them. They were down to their fourth
we
receiver.
They were playing against a shell of
We're
us.
not a shell.
Yes,
Yeah,
this
we
is
are.
our
Okay. Okay.
We're
so y'all
missing-
think we're
dude.
winning this.
So you think
Dude,
they got who
dude.
had more defensive
Man, we're
players
missing.
on their team?
We're missing our
They had
top
Bosa and
4
Fred Warner.
defensive
Who do we
ends.
have on our defense that's as good as them?
We're missing our top 4 defensive ends.
Did our
We are
defense lose that
playing
game
with the
yesterday?
we
Did our
are
defense lose
playing
that
with
game
the
yesterday?
6th
I'm
and
asking you.
Did our
7th
defense lose
string.
that
You
game
said their
yesterday?
defense
Well, I'm
was
just saying.
Our defense did not lose that game, so
No.
still our offense is healthy and we are bad. We are
Offense ain't
bad.
healthy. You
No,
ain't got
okay.
your second.
Oh,
Okay.
You
Okay.
didn't
so
have your
Rico-
start running back.
we-
You don't have the
Rico-
starting all the receiver.
We ran.
You down.
We had 54 yards of rushing between two backs all night.
They was two bums.
Rico,
Just
okay.
go
That
right
ain't
there.
nothing new.
So Rico makes
That's nothing new. We put our best.
Y'all would sit here and believe.
We put our
that
best
with
runner- we
Micah-
put our best
with
runner
Micah
on
and
the
D.
sideline.
Wilder and them healthy too. That we were gonna beat San
What
Francisco.
about Sam
We
Williams?
were playing. We've been
What
playing.
about
But I don't know
Sam?
why y'all think.
You
What
the one
about
that
Neely?
picked them to pick Dallas to win.
I picked.
Sam
So I wasn't
Tino.
gonna pick- no, I'm a- look,
Sam
I'm gonna-
Tino.
look, on the kickback
Sam
every week, I'm
Tino.
gonna- Look, I can't out.
No, I ain't talking about 17 and 0. I'm talking about last week.
I would never come out and say I would never.
I'm talking about
Dre-
Sam
look,
Tino.
Dre's the
But no,
only-
I ain't
Dre's
saying
the
what
only
you
person
talking about.
Who's better? Who's giving a losing score on our end? Dre is the only person who.
Steve O did last
you had
game.
losing?
Last game.
Oh, which one? San Francisco game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there it is. We've had two people throughout the history of the show to ever give us losing scores. I'm not gonna give us a losing score because I'm a Cowboys fan.
Man,
I won't-
so,
I won't
man,
say it
you
out
gotta be
loud.
realistic.
I said it,
Man,
but I
I'ma
would
say
never-
it out
I won't
loud.
do it, dog. I'm just not
Man,
gonna
I'm
do
gonna
it,
say
bro.
it out
I'm just
loud,
not
but
gonna
I'm
do it.
rooting for my squad, man.
Definitely rooting.
It's okay to be
I
realistic.
recognize who they are, man, and what we
And we a bad team. And we a
I
real
said we
bad
lost
team.
in
Man,
preseason.
you
before this
saying
week.
that out loud?
With Rico, yes, but I'm still not gonna say we gonna. I can't tell you a losing
Okay,
score.
so you saying we're bad? That's hypocritical. You saying we're a
I'm a
bad
Cowboy
team,
fan.
but then you
I'm a
gonna go
Cowboy
in and
fan.
say
I'm
we
a
gonna
Cowboy
win this
fan.
game.
So I'm a Cowboy
Yes.
fan. It's a roller coaster of emotion. I'm a Cowboy
Yes.
fan.
No.
Yes. That's
Yes.
what I'm
No.
supposed to do. That's
We
what
are a
I'm
bad
supposed to do.
team, and we're gonna win these games. We are. We
Yeah,
are.
hey,
We are.
hey,
We're a
hey,
bad
Dre,
team, and we
hey,
gonna win
Dre,
these
hey, Dre,
games.
hey, Dre, hey, Dre, hey,
We're
I
a
be,
bad
hey,
team, and I don't expect us to win
I
these
be
games.
on my,
Man, we
I
better
be
win
on
these
my,
games.
I be on my
That's the
Gerald
confliction
McCoy,
of
I be on my
Cowboys
Gerald
fan
McCoy
right
shit
there,
too.
boy.
You ever see Gerald McCoy? He don't never bet against the Bucks. Ever bet against the Bucks. He don't ever bet against the Bucks, man.
None of that, man. I'm gonna be
I
real.
am never betting against us.
I'm gonna be real with it.
I'm gonna be real with you when I'm betting for us to
Hey,
win.
it hurt, you know what I'm saying? I ain't bet, but I said, hey, this is what's going to happen. It's,
I'm just can't
we
continue.
we got too
It's
many-
the whole never
You
let.
never continue
It's
to
the whole
just
I'ma
drop me on
never
my
let
head every week, dog.
you
Like,
see
nah,
me
I'm
sweat
fed up
mentality,
now,
Dre.
dog.
Nah,
That's all
it
it
ain't
is to
about
me.
that. It's just
Y'all okay
about
with getting
being
dropped on y'all's
real.
head every week, dog?
I'ma be
I don't
real,
like this, dog.
but
Like,
not with
nah,
nobody
I ain't
else.
okay.
With my Cowboy family, and when we on here, I'ma be real. But when it come to opponent coming to me, no, I'ma be a fan.
Nah,
I'ma be a
I'ma
fan
be
first.
real, man. I'ma be real.
Nah, that ain't no fun.
Yeah.
I'ma be a fan first.
So let me ask y'all. Yeah, I'm just gonna be real.
We get in the
Alright?
conversation.
Hey,
I'll
it's
be
just
real
me.
with you, but off the dribble, I'ma be a fan. When you come talking
I'm
about,
be
oh
real.
man, y'all weak,
I'm gonna be real
on you.
when we up. I'm gonna be real when we down. But who when you look back at the coaches Jason Garrett and Mike McCarthy, who do y'all feel as a Cowboy coach is the better coach between the two?
Oh, shit, Jason Garrett.
I agree.
Hell yeah. Jason Garrett.
Clap or not.
It's the same.
He had
It's
us
the
looking
same
way
to me.
better, man.
It's the same. to me.
Eventually.
Nah, man, I'm going with
You had to
McCarthy.
pick one.
McCarthy.
Oh man,
You had to pick one.
McCarthy.
Why?
I mean, shit.
I just
What has he
don't
done?
see much
He done been
difference.
12 and 4. What did Jason Garrett do? 8 and 8, clapping, toss us out.
Same
He didn't have
penalties,
winning seasons with Jason
same
Garrett. We won playoff
penalties,
games. We
same
won playoff
team,
games
same
with Jason Garrett.
undiscipline,
How many-
same run over your
How
coach.
many years did he get?
Same
How many
shit.
years? He
What
didn't
that
have
got
more.
to-
The
8
Dance
years.
Carter year was who?
That was Jason Garrett?
His 8 and 8 years was how many
He
years
had
did
us
we have?
playing.
8
Was
and
Wade
8?
Phillips 13?
He had us playing our
Was that
best
T.O. Wade
football
Phillips?
in a
Wade
long
Phillips.
time. He had us playing our best football in a long time to be.
Yeah,
I think Jason
my
Garrett
man had 12
He
and
was a
4,
hell of a running
25
team.
for
We had
2 or 3
we had
years.
the league leading rusher. You know what I'm saying? We had the best O line.
Yes.
I mean, like
Yes.
we had one of the best receivers in the league. I mean,
Ran that
shit.
football in 2014.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Took it out of Romo's hands.
So you win the
Yeah.
game. Why your quarterback throwing it 50 times a game, man?
That's terrible too.
That's terrible. I don't want that. I
McCarthy,
don't want
yeah.
that. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want
Jason
quarterback
Garrett
throwing
went
40
through
times.
his spells. You know, it was terrible at times. It was bad.
It's trash.
It was real bad. But like,
It was real bad.
So he was.
we didn't at them times. We didn't have the talent that McCarthy came in and started coaching.
Right.
I
What?
appreciate you
But that
saying
line,
Thank
with
you
that
for-
offensive
thank
line
you
we
for
had,
admitting
y'all,
that. Thank you for admitting that, dog. I appreciate that.
y'all tripping.
We didn't
Y'all
have the
saying-
talent.
What line?
We didn't have the talent. That's what I'm
With the
saying.
line
One
we had
line
with Garrett.
Garrett had
That's
that
what I'm
for 2
saying. dude. I think he had the better.
Talent.
You think
He eventually got.
He had the better talent.
So you think Garrett has a better talent or McCarthy has a better talent?
I think
I
Garrett had
think
the better
Garrett
talent.
had the better talent.
Correct.
Y'all, how?
I think Garrett had the better coaching.
You have the offensive line.
Yes.
That's what you're gonna say is the offensive line.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
Romo Witten in the offensive line,
Yeah.
right? But defensively,
You
it
had a
was
better
what?
tight end. You had better players.
Defensively, it was DeMarcus Ware. Who? Who's our standout defensive? We didn't have so those Jason Garrett teams was good, but we had a lot of
had a lot of bad ones.
It was almost the same. I think
Yeah,
it was,
the
I think
defense.
It was different.
But
I think it was
eventually-
different. It was a different type of football because of
didn't curl.
the type of players that we had. So regardless of what it was, we never. I don't think we really had the no heart conversations with those Jason Garrett teams.
Right.
We didn't have that no
Right.
heart
And I will
conversation.
say, and
We
that's-
didn't have
that's
that.
the thing about it too. You made a point. That team, no matter what, they fought.
They fought.
You
They
didn't
playing
see anybody
injured. They was
giving
doing
up.
what? Hey man, they was out there.
didn't see
Even if 8 and 8, 8 and 8.
Like Doug
Man, my
Free, I
man
remember
went
having
8 and
Doug
8,
Free.
8 and 8, 8 and 8, 12 and 4, 4 and 12, 13 and 3, 9 and 7, 10 and 6, 8 and 8.
Now do me a favor. Do me a favor. Now, let's look at some of those rosters, if you don't mind. Look at some of those
Bro,
rosters.
you have to pull your own phone up.
No, I'm just asking. No, I'm
It's
just asking.
19 years.
Because
you talking about
no,
no
those
rosters.
8 and 8 years, those 8 and 8
I ain't
years, you
doing
had
that.
starter
Pick a
receivers.
year.
You had
Pick a
starter
year.
receivers of Patrick Creighton. You know, you had the Patrick Creightons. You had
Miles
the Sam
Austin.
Hurds. Mal Austin had one good season.
Miles Austin
Miles Austin had one good season, though. He had one good season, then he left us.
Got a
And-
contract.
Shit, I'll
He
take
got that money in
I'll
Rockets.
take a
He got the money in
Miles
Rockets.
Yeah,
on
them
this
ham
squad
sandwiches.
right now.
Man, he
So-
started messing with that Kardashian. He started messing with
Yeah,
Kim
that's what the
Kardashian.
Cowboys. That's a star for you. But those rosters really wasn't nothing for real, man. They just played hard.
They play hard.
You know who Sam Creighton is? Why? You know who Sam Hurdy is? You don't know names. You know,
I'm
yeah,
saying,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying my
But
man
you know,
coached
but you-
9 years.
You don't remember
Yeah,
that. But that's what I'm saying. But you don't remember how many
8 of
other.
them.
You don't remember how many other
He
no-name
coached
receivers
9
that we
years,
had.
8-8, 4 of them. The other one, he was 9-7. So out of 5 years, you only won 9 games.
How many years is Romo hurt? Yeah, let's put those. That's 4 and 12. That's a Romo hurt.
Are
year.
you gonna add the Dak hurt onto his coach?
Dak has missed what? One season?
Yeah.
One season and 4 games.
Yeah.
With a thumb. He's played 8.
Man, back.
He's played 8.
Blame the GM. Blame
He
the
played
GM. I
8.
don't know what to
He's
tell you,
played
but
8.
that's on your record.
We didn't pay
Your
him
record's
twice.
8-8.
We didn't pay him twice. We didn't pay him twice. And the thing is that when you look at Dak overall, his expectation was high because of him being a 4th rounder. That's
I don't
why
think his expectations were
I
high.
don't
it was
think
high
it's high.
because it was a surprise. He was a sleeper. That's why his expectations.
I think his
were high.
expectation was high because
The
he
low
came out the
expectation-
gate and was winning games.
The low
Right.
expectation.
Yeah.
He
That's what.
exceeded-
That's,
okay,
yeah.
that's why
let me
his
say
expectation
He
was high.
exceeded
Top running
expectations.
back,
That's what it
he
was. He
still had
exceeded
that-
expectations.
Still had that
That's what I'm
offensive
saying.
line
Yes.
when he got there.
Yes.
He had a complete
So,
offensive line.
yeah.
What was it, Rookie of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, one of the two? 'Cause
I mean,
he got
Zeke
one,
was
Zeke
healthy.
got the other one. Yeah,
Zeke
yeah,
was healthy,
yeah.
and Verdon, when you look at the situation that he came into, it was beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
It's perfect because Steven said it multiple
Yeah.
times. Dak needs everything to be perfect around him for him to succeed. He came into a really good situation at that 12-4 year when he took over for Romo. He came into a perfect situation, and that propelled him into stardom. That's kept that going. But now, in 8 and 9 years, you're starting to see what these quarterbacks really are. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing these quarterbacks develop. You're seeing these quarterbacks turn into stars. They're showing their colors. His has plateaued. I think
He's
we've
out.
seen it.
He's been
We've
that.
seen it,
He's
man.
been that, though.
there, but now that he's in his second contract. He's in his second contract.
I
And this
agree.
is the money years. So what he just took from us, or Jerry, rightly so, get your money, bro. But at the same time, he's not playing 240 worth. That's
Hey
not-
man,
he's
that's
not
the
playing
market,
240
man.
worth.
We got to quit
But that's,
talking
again,
about
it falls back on
that.
Jerry,
The 240 worth,
letting the
but
market get set before paying him.
okay, and I agree with that.
Let the
So it's
market
more
get set.
about
It's on
about
Jerry.
Jerry.
It's on Jerry.
Yeah, it's more
You let
about
the market
Jerry.
get set.
That's
You let Trevor
GM.
Lawrence come out there. You let
That's-
Trevor
that's
Lawrence and them come out
president
and
of
Deshaun
GM.
Watson come out and get hit, come out and smack their teams, and then think Dak's gonna pull some punches for you.
Right.
You know, you just seen these guys that I feel that I'm better at, who I've won playoff games. I'm playing for the world's most valuable team. I need my bread. You know what I'm saying? You let this happen, Jerry. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You let this by waiting. Same thing with CD.
So we can't
Same thing
hold
with
on.
CD.
I
You
wouldn't
let
even
the
be
market
tripping
get
on
set.
them about getting their bread and wanting their bread if Jerry was gonna go out there and get somebody.
Right.
Help him out.
So go ahead and get your bread because he ain't gonna go get nobody no
Yeah.
damn way because he's already mad. He lost the damn negotiation. So this is all his backlash. He's sitting back chilling. He ain't tripping on none of this shit for real. For real, I don't believe none of that. fake
He's
shit
not.
doing.
He's not.
Told y'all that.
And
He's winning.
and like you've been saying, though, Steve O, it's like he sabotaged the season for that little stuff that was going on with Dak and him behind the scenes or whatever, you know. So this is just showing who Dak has been all these years, man. The last 4 or 5 years, it's the same thing. It ain't like we ain't never seen them throw 2 interceptions against San Fran. It ain't like
Shit, he threw 2
we
interceptions
ain't.
every game.
It ain't.
Last
Yeah,
three
it ain't.
games.
What?
straight.
3 straight? Yeah. Last year he ain't throw as many, but my thing is this though. It's because he has limitations, and when you have limitations, I've been saying this about the man. He's had limitations. This is why I was screaming for a Braylon Allen. This is why I was screaming for a big receiver like a Keon Coleman to help him out. You have to put people around him so that he doesn't have to feel like he's forced, just like how Romo was in 2014. That it's the same thing. We didn't do it. The GM didn't do it. So guess what? We got to live with the stuff that we been knowing what Dak's weaknesses were. We been knowing this. I've been saying he ain't it. He's gonna fold under pressure when the lights come up. He's not as accurate all the time. Like a lot of them passes he was throwing yesterday.
Crazy.
Like dudes gotta like they open,
Then he
and you
triple cover.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, what are you even seeing?
Like,
I can't
what
even blame the scheme on this shit.
yes,
'Cause,
yes.
Like, you doing shit that you should be able to see and change
Right.
when you get there.
Plus, I think he done lost a step.
Yeah.
That's why he's not
I don't
running.
even know if he lost a step because he won't even step to see.
Nah, I think he done lost
He
a
won't
step.
even pull up.
Yeah, he's aggressive.
Take off.
Yeah.
He won't do nothing. He won't take a
Yeah.
step. He holds the ball forever and would just sit there and keep holding the ball.
Like Terry
man.
said, man, like he's not the leader we need, and he just goes sticks his face in the iPad. He don't go over and running and talking nobody. He just responds. CD go over and say something, he want to respond. Somebody else go over, he want to respond, but you don't ever get out there and lead by example. You get out there and you get big-eyed, bright-eyed, and you just get scary, man. And
His form of
I must do
leadership
better.
is
I will do better. Get off the bandwagon. If you, I hope you don't roll with us. If you don't want to roll with us, that's on you.
here go Dak's
Jump
form
off
of
if you
leadership.
gonna jump off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, one more time. We're going to do it.
Yeah,
That's it. Man.
Right,
I don't want that
right.
shit, man. If I smack shit.
Right.
We play bloody knuckles.
Right. I mean, no, really though, you know, that's what I was saying earlier. He throws an interception. There's no emotion. He doesn't get mad at himself. He doesn't get upset.
Like,
No emotion
get
with throwing an
pissed off,
interception.
man.
Like you said, when someone says something about a play, like CD, throw it up, he didn't look and say, okay, I got you next time. No acknowledgement. He don't talk to his receivers to get on a clear path. They don't
know
talk.
what?
He goes straight to the clipboard.
And you know
Goes
what?
straight to the iPad.
You know what? Brady was a quarterback, and he would always have that leadership role. He'll be hollering, screaming, and hollering at the players on whatever the case may be.
Right.
Dak don't say no. He goes in the corner. He always got this. He got that badge on.
By himself.
He's Walter Payton of the year.
I'm sorry,
So he
Cooper
gonna be the
Rush
good
goes with
guy.
him.
But he gets over there and he just gets in his iPad. He ain't going over there. He's not trying to be the bad guy. He's not trying to be.
Yeah.
You notice
he's
he
not
doesn't
trying to-
really-
He's leaving it to CD.
Right.
You notice he
Like,
kind of.
we mad at CD, but the whole time CD's like, well, fuck, somebody got to say something over here.
Right,
Funny because you mentioned
And
Tom.
he sits
Right.
off to his,
That's a good
Sits
point.
off to
That's a good
himself.
point, Steve-O.
He sits off to himself. Cooper Rush sits next to him. He doesn't sit with, he doesn't
Yeah,
sit
he
over
ain't in
there
the
with
mix.
Look, you
They don't
mentioned,
talk, they
like,
don't-
Steve mentioned Tom, and it's so funny when you think about that same leadership Tom had. When he got sacked, and my offensive lineman was getting cussed the fuck out.
Yeah.
Oh man, dog! Like
he
when
don't
Tom
want
got
that
sacked. When Tom got sacked, you see him barking at the offensive lineman on the sideline. You know what I mean? Like he'd bark at his teams. You're not in the right place. You know what I mean?
Grab your
What are you?
teammates' face
Somebody
mask.
fucking block something. Like again, we seen Troy
Holding
like, you
your
go back and see
teammates
Troy.
accountable.
Like if he did Zach Martin like that, man, you know what that would ignite the team.
Mm-hmm.
If you like Zach, man, you better than this, man. I know you at the end of your rope and you
Yeah.
saying you might retire after this year, but motherfucker, I need you now.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Need you right
Get his
now.
helmet,
Yeah.
he don't mean he got what he ain't gonna do nothing be big as hell than you and
Yeah.
listen,
But he gonna stop blocking.
because he understands. Man.
Get these young offensive linemen.
Sometimes
Every
you gotta
time,
put that iPad down, man. This ain't no technology shit, man. We gotta get
Yeah.
off the heart,
Man,
man.
look.
Yeah, get out of that virtual and get
Guy can
into
have a whole-
reality.
Yeah, like,
guy can have a holding penalty.
yeah.
Man, you think a rookie would have had a holding penalty with Tom at their quarterback? All them holding penalties you give him up back to back, Guyton would have been sitting his ass down real quick. You know what I mean?
Man.
And Tom would have been, hey man, cussing him the fuck out. You gotta get better.
But you make your
But
decisions
it's soft.
fast. You
It's
can't.
soft.
Your lineman ain't got a hold.
Yeah, and it's soft though, bro. It's just like he doesn't lead this team. I was just watching. So the game before that, I was watching Josh Allen, man, and he's not. He has his moments too, but I watch how
Better coach.
It's a better coach, but at the same time, when you
He's
watch
coached better.
when you watch Josh, when you watch the Mahomes, when you watch Lamar's,
Better coach.
when you watch,
Better
but when
coach.
you watch these players, how they command the team.
But they're coached that way.
I mean, I
They're
get it,
coached
but
to lead.
I just
Their
think
coaches,
that-
their coaches is men amongst men. Their coaches lead. Their coaches is standing out. Their coaches is getting out and barking at the star players.
But
they let
Yeah.
I
them
also
know when they're
believe,
wrong.
but I
Yeah.
also believe those
It's not.
guys. I also believe if they were wolves, those guys would be alphas. You know what I mean? Because of the way that they're able to get people to follow them. I don't think this team follows.
But the
Dak.
big thing-
this team doesn't follow Dak.
I think
Like
the team tries to follow Dak.
This team doesn't
I think
follow
they tries.
Dak.
I just don't think it's nothing
Word.
to follow.
The big thing,
I mean, he's
That's what I'm
bingo.
saying. That's what so there's nothing to follow.
bingo.
Yeah.
The big thing, like Ricky said, the big thing with those guys you just mentioned is that when in doubt, they'll put a team on their back.
Exactly. I'll follow
If
you.
they got to run 15 straight plays,
war,
they
yeah.
will put a team on their back.
Commanding teams, yeah.
They'll take licks and they'll show a team. They made those guys you said are tough, and they're made with toughness, and they play with toughness.
Man, I'll tell you.
That leads men right there on the field. When you see your quarterback playing like an offensive lineman, that fires people up, man.
Yeah.
Man, I seen when the Ravens was playing last week, Lamar threw a pass. Zay Flowers, I think Rashad Bateman, one of them caught it and ran. Lamar came and was blocking, literally ran down the field. By the time Bateman made moves and, you know what I mean, you try to get to where he's at, all you see is Lamar coming through, hitting something.
Man, will you still take Dak over Lamar?
Not this year. Not under this
No,
year.
that's
Not under
Dak.
his coaching versus his coaching. Hell no.
Hey,
But see, it's
so from here on out, take the under.
Take the under. Yeah, man. So look, if you got like, so there was a
Dak over Lamar.
all of y'all. You gotta think about it.
Lamar be
I'm not
terrible
even
under
asking
this
that
coaching.
question.
Lamar
You
would
put
be
Lamar, you switch them systems, man. Lamar be terrible and Dak will be cold.
Which is why
If you
know.
switch these systems, Lamar would be running that ball.
Man, no. They ruined
no,
it. They ruined it.
I think
So
they made
Dak
Dak
ruined
run
it.
out.
Yeah, I mean, I think he,
That's just he's
I
wild
think-
like
I
that.
think
He's
he
been
gonna
doing it
steal.
from high school.
and I think he gonna still hit CD.
Because guess what? Lamar be throwing it in when it get them big games.
Yeah,
He gonna
yeah,
throw it away. He gonna
Yeah.
get
But
in
you
that
know,
Dak
but-
mode. He gonna sit there. And,
yeah.
But you know what's wild though
know what
when you
I'm saying? This
when
is
you
what
think
he
about
does.
it.
But
One thing Jerry has said. One thing
Till
Jerry
he
has
proves
said that's
otherwise.
totally
See,
true.
but I-
You know what he said? He sat there and said
About Henry.
about Derrick Henry, not that, about their offense being different than ours and how he
Yeah.
might not be so he's successful. I give Jerry, you give him credit because you would have ruined him, bro. You would have ruined him.
exactly
You would have ran him
right.
right
He
to the back
already
of
knew.
offensive lineman
That
with
Jerry
these
ain't that
predictable
damn
ass.
dumb.
Jerry,
He
he
would've
Jerry
ran the
told me he
ball.
wouldn't ran the
Right.
ball.
You
Man,
Jerry
Derrick
knew.
Henry had success in
But-
Tennessee,
but they
man.
turned around-
He
that's
was
because they
going
ran the
ball.
ball.
They ran the ball.
They
He
ran
knew.
the ball.
He
That's
had what was
right.
built
You got a
for him.
coach who won the Super Bowl without running the ball. He's not running
not
it.
running it.
Man,
He's
I
not.
guarantee you, if he has Henry, he would run that
Yeah,
damn
I
ball.
don't think
He's
so.
not
My
very
man,
good.
my man ran 13 times in the Super Bowl, man.
I don't
That's-
believe it.
But against the game against us, the Dallas Cowboys, he was running that ball on us,
Nah.
huh? On the Dallas Cowboys
Who was they
game.
run by?
I remember two
Hold
receivers had
on.
100. I remember two receivers had over 100.
Hold up. Let's look it up then.
Yes, please.
It was Devontae's rookie year, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Devontae had 100 and
Devontae.
Cobb had 100.
That was Devontae's rookie year, if I'm right.
But you know one thing I was gonna say about that, Steve? Baltimore don't really invest in wide receivers. They hadn't for a while. Like even Anquan Bolden and Steve Smith were later in their careers when Baltimore got it. Baltimore, they don't want to play wide receivers. They don't want to spend a lot of that money. So they don't invest really in wide
that
receivers.
style, though, man. I
So,
like it
but,
just-
but if Lamar was
Baltimore
over here
just lining
with
up,
CD,
smashing.
No, we just gonna hit
Lamar
you.
had a
That's what I'm
CD
talking
type
about,
of
man.
cat.
Why he look that up? Let me bring up
Yeah,
one
but
thing real quick
he's
off the
small.
subject. Off that I want
Eddie Lacy, 19 carries, 101 yards.
That's good.
What's the receiver?
good. I mean, he was
What
running.
Rodgers
What's the
No.
have?
average? What was the average? You got a high
19
average?
carries.
So altogether
Yeah,
as a
five-
team, they had
5.9.
29
How many pass attempts?
pass attempts, 35.
That's a lot.
Yeah, they throwing him.
But I'm saying, but it's still
nice
more.
that he
He still ran the ball, not
just
like
asking,
how
did-
we,
did
like
Lacy
how
bring-
we're
did
talking. Like
bring-
he ain't
did
running the
break a
ball
big
at
run?
all
Did he
with
break a big
us.
run off that game?
I don't know. I know Lacy
can't
was
remember.
kind of inconsistent back then, but the defense was pretty solid.
Hey, before I get at it, Mike McCarthy, please stop deferring the ball when you get the coin at the coin toss. We're not coming out striking in order to get the ball on the first time.
Yeah,
And then you're giving the
Yeah.
ball to them to start the second half.
Right.
And every time they come out and strike on us,
Yeah,
other teams make adjustments at halftime. We don't.
Right.
So if you're gonna not make adjustments, do not give them the ball to let their adjustments come into effect off the first series.
yeah, yeah.
No,
Man,
Solid
stop
point.
doing that.
Here's
Y'all
what it
didn't
is.
know this,
Here's
man.
what it is.
Stop doing
Here's what
it.
it
man.
is.
Solid
Here's what it
point.
is, Steve. Now it's dumb. First, it was confident builders because he's trying to get it started because
But it's
I
not
think,
working.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
It's not
That's
working.
exactly what I'm
You're-
saying.
Every time we didn't do that,
And that's sad because
You did
he's
it
trying
against
to
Detroit,
he's
it
trying to
didn't
get
work.
it
You
started
did it
because he
against-
know
it's
his
not
offense is
working.
stagnant. But like
It's
you're
not
not working.
working.
Stop doing it.
Stop.
You're right.
So
You're
when
right.
you mentioned
That's the
McCarthy
only reason
being
he's doing it.
stupid, did he try to outsmart San Francisco the last drive of the game by not going to CD?
Nah, I think they took him out. You seen when he almost threw an interception? It was 3 people right there on CD.
It was
And then it's stupid to throw it like
throw it
at.
that, so
yeah.
That makes me think like when
That-
you
that
watch
goes,
them
that,
too.
That goes to Dre's point. You should have had another better two receiver. No knock on Turpin. I love what you do, but
Who throws
Turpin,
that jump-
you
who throws
gotta
that ball
make
to-
that catch.
Who
Gotta
throws
make that catch.
Jamie
Gotta
Rowe?
make that
That,
catch.
that was a
I-
good
that
pass.
was
Gotta
a
make
good
that
pass.
catch.
Really good pass.
That was
You gotta
a
make
good
that
pass.
catch. Yes, you got to make a catch.
No knock on you, Turpin.
So was it the
I
wrong
love
decision?
what you
Was
did.
it the wrong decision to make that
But
pass?
he be
No, it's-
struggling
No.
with trying
Wrong
to
player.
find the
Yeah.
ball in the
And
punt
that
when
was
he
not
be
a wrong
catching them
decision.
punts.
That was wrong player.
And that's what you get for trying to make Kevontae Turpin a number 2.
Yeah.
You can't say that he done made the plays, man.
I don't know.
He is.
Look,
And
I
that's
don't
it.
know.
He
I
is,
don't
but he
know
done
that
made
that was.
plays.
I don't know that that was the wrong player to go to. It was a good pass. He
Because he
dropped the
did it
ball.
last time.
He
but
dropped
He
the
just
ball.
dropped the ball.
So
man.
let's talk
He-
about
he's
his
made.
jump ball to Turk.
It
He's
wasn't
made.
knocked out of his hands or
A
nothing.
5'8" turf.
Fake.
He threw a jump ball to a 5'8"
But you
turf.
threw it and it hit
It
your
hit him
hands.
around his
That's
head.
what
Okay,
you
but
do.
look,
That hit
you
your
can't-
hands.
let's
You
talk
gotta make that
Man,
catch.
Dak dropped that in
Yeah,
there.
dropped that in there.
we
As
can't.
poor
Look,
as
that's what I'm
as
going
poor
to
as
say.
Dak played, he dropped that pass
That's
in
why
there.
That was the best pass he had thrown.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
You gotta
Dre.
make
Yes,
that
sir.
catch.
That's what I was going to say. We talk about how he's not making the plays. He dropped that like it was hot.
He dropped
didn't
that
make
in there.
You
catch.
have to make that catch.
Turp had to
why
make
you
that play right
That's why
there.
you should have better
Yeah.
talent on
You
your
should
team.
have better talent on the outside.
why you should-
But the
Could he-
question is
Yeah,
putting
could he
Turp
win-
in that
could he win-
position as a number 2. That's what the issue
That's
is.
what the issue
Yeah,
is.
that's
Why
the
is Turk
bad.
your number 2
He
receiver?
starts at the
Exactly.
top.
That's-
He starts at the top every time. He shouldn't even
But-
have to be in that position. He should only be
Now,
doing
could
this.
he have went to somebody else, Terry? Maybe.
That's it.
But,
They had
but
put
he
another
dropped.
person in that position.
I'm
That's
saying
it.
there might have been somebody else he could have went to, but he dropped it like it was hot.
He dropped
And
it.
Turpin just
Yeah.
missed it.
Dropped
He just
that.
dropped it.
So Tober would have caught that. Tober would have caught it. Jalen Brooks.
CD would have called it.
CD would have caught, but CD went.
CD would have caught that.
Michael Gallup would have called it.
Gallup would have caught
Gallup
that.
would have caught that.
Cooper
Yeah,
would've-
Gallup would have caught
Well,
that.
Cooks called it.
Cooks probably would
The
have called
cookie would have called it.
Cooks would've called it.
Cookie would have called
Cooks
it.
would have caught that. Cooks would have caught that. I give it, yeah. Wide open like
But
that.
Cavonte's made. But
In the
Cavonte's
break.
made.
Come on, I ain't knocking
But-
about that.
but-
He makes plays.
but-
you just missed one. That
Right,
was one you
That
got
was
to
too
make.
big of a
Right.
moment for a guy
That
like
was
him.
big.
That's all I
a
was
kick
getting ready to
return.
say. That's what I was going to say. He don't get those
But he
opportunities.
made them plays against
He don't-
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
made that play against Pittsburgh.
But he be fumbling the ball on the punts all the time.
Those over the middle
That was
ones,
one game.
those over the middle ones, those plays when you get closer to the goal line, he's more successful.
Yeah.
Going deep.
Yeah, he's
He's not that pointing the ball, getting the ball half
That's
point.
taking
All
that-
that, that's a little more
But
difficult
he's
for
made
him, I
those catches
think.
before. He's made tough catches. like
He
that
he
before.
have.
Yeah,
The
but they're
talent-
generally coming across the middle.
You have to make that one.
You're not known for keep doing that.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't expect that.
Yeah.
Right.
He's never been drafted.
You know,
so you
high
cannot expect
pointing the
him
ball, doing
to
all
keep
that when it's
doing that.
coming.
He's
you
gonna
know,
do it every
that's
now
a little
and
different
then.
than what he's doing every game.
Yeah.
But like, if that's say it's Dez Bryant, if it was CD on that 1-on-1 and he's got that, that's money.
That was
I
money.
know it's money.
That was money.
So how would y'all feel?
The way
How-
Tober's been putting hands on things.
I'd rather see it go to Tober.
Tober catches with his hands, so he would have made that catch.
I'd rather
I
see
think.
Tober
play
get
call.
the opportunity.
He's been making some.
That's the play call
He's been
personnel.
making some
Personnel.
tough. He's been
Play
making
call
some tough
personnel.
catches too lately. Tober.
Let's play calling personnel.
So-
you put your receiver.
And where has Tober been since Pittsburgh, though?
Why you don't get the opportunities Kevontae Turpin getting? Why does he get all this
Yeah.
favoritism? That's
Right.
what I want to know.
Maybe
It's a whole
maybe-
lot of
maybe-
favoritism
maybe-
going
maybe-
on.
yeah,
So
but-
let's talk about
maybe
that.
Turpin's
What y'all
getting
let's talk about that before we get out of here. As far as the whole situation with Rico Dowdle and bringing Cooks up and Zeke, do y'all feel that's the right call?
Nah.
If you were to eliminate one player and bring Cooks up, who would it have been, Rico or Zeke?
Zeke.
Deuce. Like,
Well,
Deuce,
Deuce
for
is
sure.
already inactive.
Yeah, but my
Yeah.
question was I thought more of Rico being injured. I don't
He
think
wasn't injured. They said
Yeah.
he was sick.
See, okay, so
He
it
came
may,
out
it
early, signed an autograph.
maybe that was something. Now, I don't think they're going to healthy scratch any of these guys for Cooks, and maybe it was he was sick, so they was bringing the guy up for,
but we're talking about
because Deuce wasn't-
favoritism with Zeke.
That man came out early in the game.
Oh,
started signing
it's
autographs.
definitely he's one of Jerry's boys. If you're a Jerry boy, you're a Jerry boy. He's one of Jerry's guys.
And we cool with that though, like having our
it is
best.
what it is, though, Dre.
How different would
Cowboy
that have
football.
been if Rico's out there
It's
running?
Cowboy football, dog.
It would have been different.
Look,
I mean,
this
he's
is what we
been
got.
the one getting
This is what we
4.4
are.
pop. Nobody else has been doing that.
Hey,
So
man,
I gotta think
headlines.
it would have been somewhat different.
Look, at this point, we're gonna see a lot of damn experimentation. It's gonna be a lot of I don't know why this is going on right now. I told y'all before the season, this is self-sabotage, and Jerry is getting ready to show his ass, man.
It's
Show his ass, man. Like I'm telling you, like
this is what
Brady
all
Brady
in
ain't
meant.
around some
This
bad
is what all
football
in
soon,
meant.
man.
He's going all in with this right
He's
here,
going,
man.
man, again, all into the
Yeah.
trash can, man. Look, all into the off season, bro. We getting ready to see. We gonna be real frustrated these next 5 years.
Nah, I'm not frustrated.
Neither.
My blood
either.
pressure was low on that
too.
game yesterday.
Mine
I
too.
feel fine.
And had we won that
I
game,
feel
had
fine.
we pulled that out and Dak now, I still would feel the same way.
I would too.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like I did
Winning
in
that game
Pittsburgh.
would have helped. Winning that game
Like I
would have made
did
me feel better.
with the Browns.
winning that
I was happy
game,
when
I'm
it
on to
Pittsburgh.
the next. Me
Oh,
too.
we need that Pittsburgh.
too.
win.
Yeah, I'm gonna be happy to go to
Nah,
that
this is a
dub.
fan
I was
fight.
happy to see the fight.
Yeah.
I was happy
Man,
to
we
see the
mad,
fight
but we
that the
beat
defense
y'all.
showed
Yeah.
early on.
We
Yeah,
beat
but like
y'all.
I agree,
even
Steve.
me
We may be
thinking,
weak, but we ain't Pittsburgh.
even me thinking,
Are we the
that-
weakest team in the league?
Nah.
oh no,
Statistics would say
Nah,
that we're like
you still got the
30th.
Panthers
Come
out
on,
there.
man.
It's
Come
nah,
on,
Hey,
nah.
statistically,
Panthers,
we
I
got the
don't know,
worst
man.
defense.
We got to play them,
We're running
though.
the ball
Man, they
the
won
least.
one
We
game.
beat the shit out of them.
Look,
It's only
we're running the ball the worst.
That's
in
the only
NFL.
win we got left.
nah. Still got the Giants. We got Washington.
still got the,
Yeah, man.
still easy like sun.
Fuck, we got Atlanta. Yeah.
We got Atlanta.
Atlanta's first place right
Yeah,
now.
we got Atlanta.
Fuck
What we
about
talking
none
about
of that,
there?
man.
Hey,
talking
they
about?
beat the
Hey,
team
hey,
that blew us out. No.
Ain't they next week? Yeah,
Yeah.
we got Atlanta. Yeah. Yeah, 24-17. I ain't
But
waiting
they
Thursday.
got Bijan down there. We gonna stop the run?
Huh?
They got Bijan down there. We gonna stop the run?
We ain't gotta
Yeah.
worry about it. We ain't gotta worry about it. They got another. That's what.
Yeah, we on the road.
We ain't
Yeah.
gotta worry about it. They got
Yeah, we
another
all
guy
on the
who
road.
can
Nah,
coach.
on the road, they just put 223 yards on us rushing
Hey,
with
man.
their
Brock
fourth and fifth back.
Brock Purdy had
Dre,
70. didn't
Dre.
he? What do you have? 60, 70?
Dre.
Brock Purdy had 70.
You don't have to
Yeah,
worry
Kirk
about it.
Cousins ain't getting 60,
He ain't
70.
getting 60,
You don't have to worry about it
It
because
still was 200.
they got
and
another guy
something.
who can't coach.
Who?
Nah, they got
Who? Atlanta?
Yeah.
Nah. He can coach.
Man, he's a defensive coordinator. He can't coach.
Hey, man, look, so
He
Pitts-
tried that. He-
I mean,
got
Houston
big.
got a defensive coordinator. He can coach.
That offense is legit, bro. That offense is legit. Drake London, Mooney, Cal Pitts, Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, you can say whatever.
Bro,
you
they got
want.
three. They got
I done
they
seen
got
that
three.
man.
They got
That
three
man's not a head
receivers,
coach, man.
and we don't have two cornerbacks. They got
Bland
three-
be back.
Nah,
And,
Parsons
we've
be
been saying
back.
Bland be back. We've been saying Bland is back.
and hold up. For the record, hold on. For the record, Brock Purdy only had 56 yards.
still
Isaac
another
from the
60.
Isaac from the Ville had 85.
Yeah,
A
Isaac
rookie.
showed his ass.
Yeah.
But Isaac been he popped.
He runs a
been
4.3.
popping-
He's
yeah,
all right.
he runs a
Okay,
4.3.
well, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
If he was in
We
Dallas,
couldn't
he'd
even
be
stop a
starting.
rookie,
He'd be
though.
starting.
Track
If he was in
star.
Dallas, he'd be starting.
He's in Dallas.
Track
He's
star.
I
definitely
agree. He was one of the backs we could have got in the
So
fourth
why is
round.
it?
I
So
know.
why is it
Out
that
of third
everybody's,
round.
everybody's hitting on these in these late round draft pick with these backs, man, and it's so crazy because it's like where was we at? You know what I mean? Where was our
weren't looking
backs?
for a
Like,
back.
Sold on.
We didn't have a fourth round
We
pick because of
sold
Trey
on
Lance.
Zeke.
We wasn't looking for a back anyway.
we should
Nah.
have been.
And we had
That's
two
what's
in the
wild
third,
about
and
it.
When you
whoever
had
we
Rico
took at
and he was
third.
getting Zeke.
Yeah, Zeke.
y'all
He
think?
was all in on
Rico's
Zeke.
gonna be
Yeah.
the answer back this year?
Who y'all-
Before the season started, like, before the draft, did y'all
you
believe that
commit-
Rico was
yeah,
gonna?
I mean, he's
like,
serviceable.
I thought Rico was gonna be out this year.
I think him and Zeke could be
I thought-
serviceable
I
if
thought
you
Zeke-
commit
I
to
thought
the
Rico was
run.
gonna be.
Especially
Yeah,
if you give him a
If you give
chance.
him a chance,
To the
if
run.
you run the ball, Yeah, as long as he would have stayed healthy, Rico would have been all right.
But I still wanted a back in the draft,
Yeah.
man. I wanted a back in the draft if we ain't get Derrick Henry.
Yep, I did too.
For real.
He ain't do it. 'Cause, you know,
So,
he won't
man,
keep the
hey.
rest,
You was
know.
sold on Zeke. I was sold on Zeke, dog.
I wasn't sold on
Still
no
on
damn
sold
Zeke.
on Zeke. I think him and your boy could have ran it well.
They tried Zeke, man. Zeke ran about tough.
He did early on.
Yeah,
but
man. Them is struggle yards, man.
Tough, but ineffective.
Struggle
Man, you
yards,
see Zeke,
man.
Zeke rolling off tackles, man.
Man, tough, but
And
ineffective.
Zeke ain't got no burst like Rico.
3 yards. Damn, that was a good 3 yards. He got hit behind the line. He still felt
Yeah, man. Yeah.
and that's happened sometimes. You don't get to do it.
And sometimes it's hard for him to get back to the line of scrimmage and everything with Zeke, man. Hey, sit your ass down, Zeke.
Marion Barber, man, used to do the same thing.
We don't play at
Offensive yards,
favoritism
celebrate.
in my house, man. Sit your ass down, Zeke.
Do what? Who you gonna do what with?
Shit, get Rico.
For what?
Give Rico the ball. Rico's the only. Hold up. Rico is the only back. The only back that's done been getting positive yards in that whole running back room. Rico is the only one that we seen at Pittsburgh have success in the running game. Not Zeke, not Dalvin, and not Deuce. Rico. Give Rico the ball. That's how I feel now. Just like I was like, give CD the ball last year. Give Rico the ball. Sit Zeke's bitch ass down. Straight up. That's how I feel. Zeke, sit your ass down, Zeke. Sit your ass down, Zeke. Give Rico the ball. And that's how I feel.
It ain't go.
And that's how I feel.
You know
Give
what?
Rico the ball. Sit Zeke's ass down,
you
man.
know-
It's time.
You know
It's time.
But yeah.
Who you put back?
For real. But Rico at least showed us. Rico at least showed us that he can do it if he's given the ball.
Ask Mike McCarthy, do he give it?
Man, I can't see Zeke. I can't see Zeke doing it. I can't see Zeke doing it. What he have? What he have?
Watching it, he don't even care.
Who? Mike?
Yeah, Mike McCarthy don't care nothing about no running no ball, man. That's
Man, I know that, but I'm just saying, if we were to give somebody
Zeke,
the
10
ball,
rushes,
give it
34
to
yards.
Rico.
I feel you.
That's all I'm saying.
6 rushes, 12
Give it
yards.
to everybody, give it to somebody, just do it.
I give it to Hunter over
But
Zeke.
so
Man,
was
where
he?
Hunter been at? We
But
ain't,
was he?
They gave it to him one time, and that's it.
So obviously Rico just couldn't play then, right?
Like, you don't even play the
said he
talent
was
we
sick.
got.
Favoritism.
We don't even play the talent we got. We got
Man,
Wanye Thomas sitting over there who can cover. And
Well,
we
it's
keep
been a
playing
lot
down
of-
the field.
I agree.
It's been a
I
lot
agree.
of-
I agree.
It's been a lot
That's
of
favoritism
sickness.
too on the safety. It's the
Or-
same point I'm
or it
making
might
with
have been
Zeke.
scheme because it might have been
Man,
scheme
get them
'cause-
up out of there, man.
Nah.
If they ain't doing their
thought
job,
that
dog,
was
they
a
gotta go.
runabout.
They gotta
Nah,
go.
because so
They
Trey-
gotta go.
So, Trick, so we look at it, you talking about Wanye Thomas, and then we know their names because it might have been Dan Quinn. Because the same names that we know last year, the Marquise Bell, was nowhere. Damone Clark was our leading tackling last year.
No, he was terrible.
Who, Damone Clark was
He
terrible?
was down the field like that.
But Damone Clark was our leading tackler last year. He would
was
average
down
of
the
10,
field.
10
He
to
making
15.
tackles where free safeties, where free
Again,
safeties make tackles.
but these players were all
He got
around
in
the
and
ball.
he started the other game when Kendrick was out and he
Why?
got destroyed.
Why are they bad now?
He was already bad. We don't remember that shit.
Who, Damone Clark?
And
Damone
then
Clark
McCarthy got a problem where he had success on
Marquise
some
Bell wasn't-
plays,
Marquise
and
Bell
then he
wasn't
don't stay with the
You
success.
don't see it again.
You don't see it no
You don't
more.
see it again.
Because he's an idiot.
Hey McCarthy, slap yourself with a glizzy, man. That's the whole statement this whole rest of the season. McCarthy, slap yourself with a glizzy
Soft, big neck.
with no buns and mustard on it.
Like Steve said, man, he's a lame duck coach, man. Everybody that he's out of here, who we gonna get?
And that's
another
Cowboys wrong and Uncut, man.
Yes man. We gotta find another yes man.